In a country like Nigeria, where there is a lot of tension on SMEs, the country does not support small and medium scale industries, and the support system from the government makes it almost impossible for small businesses to thrive. You need proper mentorship from people who have done it in the past. So on this video, as we journey through with the interview from one of Nigeria's biggest industrialists, businessman, who started from 0 to 100 and today is currently at the peak of his career in the business and industry world.
Primarily as a kid, before you know about the outside life or the outside world, I knew for the longest time that we were Christians before I knew we were wealthy.
But I didn't have opportunity to go to school. But I didn't want my not going to school to defer me to, decide who I'm going to be. I believe everywhere I have been in life is a school. It's a question of whether I am willing to learn or not. So I sat down and said, I'm not going to be like every other boy. I wanted to be different from the rest of the people. I wrote 5 things I wanted to do, stuck it on top of my bed. I pray every night before I sleep. Those are the things I look up like this and look them up from up down. And I go to bed and sleep. My uncle, my mother's junior brother, brought me to Lagos here to work for him. He sent me to our village in Nnewi to set up a shop for a motorcycle pass. I did very well. So he counted 200 naira and gave me. The custom is that he need to pay for a store, give me some merchandise, and then set me up with some capital. But he gave me only 200 naira, that's all. I said, Uncle, 5 years from today, please make a note. If you had who I am, your head will be spinning. I left that place with my senior brother. We went home, team up, and form a company called Madaka Brothers. I have more knowledge for the business than my senior brother. Okay, so I knew every inch and out of automotive component, much more knowledge than him. What really created a problem was that because I was a Christian and I've also learned some basic principle about giving. When I'm going to church, I go with 1 naira. And so he told me I cannot be taking 1 naira from our business money for offering. He said he's not ready for this agreement, we should part way. Within the 1 year, it's about the 8 months into the business, we part way. Before the end of my 18, I find a young lady in our church in a choir. Her name is Charity. She asked me, where am I taking her? I shared my vision with her. I told her, this is where I'm going to be by 21, 24. And she said, I'll support you. We'll do it together. But it was clear in my mind where I wanted to be in life. Because it's a journey of a voyage. I saw the destination, but all the route that would take me there was not known to me. We started headhunting, getting experts, people who have gone to university, who know how to manage business in a more structured manner. In 1982, I incorporated Coscharis. Coscharis is Cosmas and Charity. We are coming from a Christian background.
Cosmas introduced one of his king's townsmen from Nnewi to a bank, Access Bank, where he had a seat on the board, where he was a major shareholder. And a verbal introduction to the bank. And this individual took a loan. The first loan he paid back, the second loan he paid back, and the third loan he defaulted, and it was worth millions of dollars. And Cosmas, because of his personal integrity and because he was the one who introduced this individual to the bank, essentially took upon himself to repay the debt because of his integrity. Not because he had any financial or fiduciary responsibility, but because his name was on the...
We pray here before we start business in all our branches, wherever we are. And we are not apologetic about it, to to let people know this is who we are, because that is our source.
Because Charis was started by a dynamic entrepreneurial couple, Cosmos Maduka and his wife Charity Maduka, many, many years ago. I think they started this about 32 years ago. And it's really now a group that has investments in tech, agriculture, automotive, a range of sectors, construction even. And this is a company that is truly rooted in a vision to create wealth for the kingdom.
Again, I think the function of a desire was far more than that of his contemporaries. Many of them died, so he had to do things differently. So in terms of lessons for the entrepreneurs, it starts from what is your vision? What do you want to achieve with all this drive and all these hustles?
I'm really happy that when people interrupted us, the faith.
Decisions you make today determine who you are going to be in the next 5 years to come. As a matter of fact, decisions you make today will determine your internal destination. But you must take responsibility. You won't put it on your father or your mother. It's your own decision. Life threw everything to me not to succeed. But I was determined that I'm going to succeed and I'm going to go places. A vision helps you to simplify your life. So the real truth is that quite a number of people are living visionless life. Okay, so to live a life without vision is worse than not having a physical sight, because if you don't know where you are going, any wind will be the right wind. You keep drifting. But you got to be sure this is the harbor that I'm seeking. Then you can direct the wind to go to that harbor. But in the midst of it, God will provide you a way to be able to go. Those things are part of your processes you are going through to refine you, to clean you up, to get you matured for the main thing where you are going.
Like this video, subscribe and share so more people can learn from the experience of this very wonderful industrialist, Cosmos Maduka, and implement it in their businesses so that we can have more industrialists, more businessmen, more successful young men in the industry, driving the economy and promoting the country at large. Thank you as you follow through.
Decisions you make today determine who you are going to be in the next 5 years to come. As a matter of fact, decisions you make today will determine your internal destination. But you must take responsibility. You won't put it on your father or your mother. It's your own decision. Life threw everything to me not to succeed. But I was determined that I'm going to succeed and I'm going to go places.